Tech TV. Experience educational television.
GRASAG-KNUST has introduced a research fund to enable students do effective research to solve problems in the society. This was revealed by the GRASAG-KNUST president, Mr. Eugene Tony Paha, at the GRASAG-KNUST Celebration 2019.
Last year, when we were running our campaign, we realized, per survey we did, we realized that a lot of students had issues with funding for research work, and which was a problem for students not even completing their research. So as leadership, we felt it was going to be prudent for us to set aside some funds to help students do quality research, which will not only have an effect on them, but impact on the nation and institution as a whole. So that motivated us to create this fund to help students. We are looking at pledging for 50,000 for the first start of the project. Other individuals have given us some money as of now, and we've written to corporate bodies, we've written to governments. We are expecting, we are hoping that they will respond accordingly and help us grow this fund so that students will be able to access these funds to do research work that will not only benefit them, but the nation as a whole. Every postgraduate student qualifies. Currently the government's bursaries is not for every student. It's for regular students, which is a challenge. So we sort of wise that we have ideal students, we have weekend students, we have evening students, and we have part-time students. And all these people don't benefit from the government's bursaries, which is unfortunate. But this fund is going to benefit every student. Once you're a postgraduate student on KNUST campus, you have access to these funds.
The Vice-Chancellor of KNUST, Professor Kwesi Obri-Danso, encouraged the students.
If you have a PhD student, you can have 8 from one student. And that is when then you can have the progress you yourself as an individual. And therefore, every graduate student who gets into this university, make it your goal that at the end of your work is publisher. And that is when then you begin to climb the path. And don't also focus on that masters. These days, when you come to me and say you want to do masters, I'm not interested in you because the university is not employing people with masters. It's PhD. The university now does not employ masters. If you have a master's, who mind you? So you are doing masters now, but your goal must be that after the masters, I'll do a PhD and work with people who have something. When you have selected a person to be your supervisor, don't just graduate student, you have the leverage of selecting your supervisor. Go for people who are writing. If the person is writing is your supervisor, then you write. Or you can write. But if the person, your supervisor himself, is not writing, how can you write? If your supervisor himself doesn't have research funds, how can you benefit? Because if he has research funding, then he gives you free scholarship for your school fees. He hires a place for you. On top, he says, take 400 or 500 every month for feeding. That is supervisor.
The CEO of National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan, NEIP, Mr. John Kuma, spoke about the opportunities in NEIP.
My minister and I visited the Barcelona Tech City. It's a big city in Barcelona where all kinds of ideas all over the world are incubated. They have given us space for Ghanaian startups. So we'll be very happy if at the end of the year, and especially through the tertiary entrepreneurship initiative, if KNUST can set up a proper tertiary entrepreneurship initiative on the campus, whether by club or by association, and you can come out with those brilliant startup ideas that you have, we will be happy to also link you to all the global opportunities that exist for your students as well. So take advantage of it, GRASAG, and organize proper entrepreneurship competition on the campus. Those with ideas, link them up to the NEIP and to other opportunities in life, in the world, and we'll be willing and we are able to support you.
The Graduate Mini Research Commons was commissioned by Professor Kwesi Obri-Danso together with Mr. John Kuma. TEK TV interacted with some of the participants of the program.
I think the program is quite informative, especially statements made by the CEO for the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. I think he's made it clear that although the seed fund is over there, but it's not just for grabs as initially was the perception. You would have to draw up a proposal and then through the leadership of GRASAG make it available through to NIP. And once it goes through to NIP, then funding will be made available to the most competitive students who come up with very innovative proposals. So I think all in all is a good one. And I think it's also a good initiative that GRASAG have been able to open the mini research commons.
Yes, it has been a very wonderful program. In fact, I've learned a lot. The CEO of NIP came here and then they gave us a few ideas. In fact, I also work with the GRASAG Research Fund that we inaugurated. I'm a committee member. And then a lot of the things that we took from John Kume's presentation was the fact that we can also think about the TET, which is a tertiary entrepreneurship innovation program, whereby we can also incorporate it. And in fact, we are also having a discussion with GRASAG executive to see that we will not only have the research fund where students can get funds to support their work, but then so we can also see how we can integrate it, the TET, whereby students can also become entrepreneurs.
TEK TV. Experience educational television.